Little spring in the side of the mountain. You can see this whole side is washed out. And there's still a lot of debris in the road. There's a big piece. Oh, it got off the road. Beating on the sign. I think he's offended because it says change required, no exceptions. Good
morning. Here we are on our mid-morning break. And we're having a snack, and we're on top of Mount Williamson. Maybe not all the way on the top, but say hello, Easy.
Hello, Easy.
We're having some bobo bars and some cashews. Anyway, there's a little side trail to go up to the summit, but we just sat down in the trail and we're having a snack. Anyway, we left Wrightwood yesterday.
All the clouds are in, so you can't see LA.
Well, yeah, Los Angeles is out that way. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around. Yesterday we left Wrightwood, and you can either go over Mount Baden Powell, which is covered in snow, or you can there's a road that goes around. So we opted to take the road, just because I didn't want to go 12 miles of trudging through snow. So we did take the road, and the road is closed, so there aren't any cars on it. There was so many rock slides, and they're not going to open the road probably for another month just to try to get all the repairs done on it. But we camped at the junction of the trail and Highway 2. So
I-slip saddle.
Oh yeah, I-slip saddle. I thought you were going to say I slept something. I was going to say we're on the subject of anyway. So now we're up, and we climbed Mount Williamson, and now we're headed down to meet the road again. Here's our campsite for the night. We got into camp fairly early and set up, and we're cooking dinner. Got the bed set up. I went down and rinsed out some of my clothes. They're laying out to dry. There's two streams, one back over in the distance and then one right down the hill from us. Easy just went down and got some water. So we had a good day. We had to take an alternative route because of some endangered frog species.
Mountain yellow frog.
Mountain yellow frog. So we had to do about 3 or 4 miles of road walking and then come through a different campground, and so we decided we were going to just stay here tonight, take an early afternoon and just chill. I'm Bunny Tracks.
My name doesn't matter. I'm easily forgotten.
Anyway, this is our food for thought for this episode. And first of all, I wanted to say thank you for all those who have subscribed to our channel. And if you haven't, please subscribe. We appreciate it. And we also appreciate all the comments, because we wouldn't have learned half the stuff as far as like the plants and the animals in this area. That snake that we saw back in Mission Creek was a rosy boa, which we don't have those. They're only in Southern California, I guess. But that was a beautiful snake. And then also about the bird song that we heard that I didn't know what it was. It was a canyon wren, which we don't have those in Missouri. We only have Carolina wrens, house wrens, but beautiful song. So I appreciate everybody writing back and giving us the information, because we're learning lots. Anyway, today we're going to talk about our trail names. Somebody had written in and asked us how we got our trail names, so we thought we'd do this as our food for thought. I go by Bunny Tracks because I love bunny rabbits, and I have collected bunny figurines over the last 30 years. At first he was like, oh, well, let's do something bunny, and he was calling me Honey Bunny, and I was like, I don't like that. So I said it needs to be more something to do with hiking, so I came up with Bunny Tracks. And then I was thinking of Blue Bunny ice cream, the Bunny Tracks, and I really like that ice cream, so it all fits. Bunny Tracks, out hiking, Bunny Tracks ice cream. Also, when we were in England a couple of years ago, we were up in the Lake District. We had done a hike up in that area, and Beatrix Potter, who came up with Peter Rabbit, Peter Cottontail, and wrote all the stories. She has a museum up there, so we did get to go to that museum, and it was so cute, and he even liked it, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay, so that's how I got my name, and I'll turn it over to Easy.
Well, I graduated from high school. Several years later, I ran into an old friend of mine that I thought was a good friend, and he did not remember me. He even introduced me to his wife, which was another one of our classmates, and she did not remember me. Then roll forward a few years. I was married almost 17 years and got divorced, and a few months after my divorce, I was coming out of the gym, and I ran into my ex-wife, and she didn't remember me. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it's me. I'm just easily forgotten.
Or maybe it was intentionally forgotten.
As she introduces me as best forgotten.
No, usually I just call him Easy.
Because I'm so easygoing all the time. And she's high-strung.
Not. Anyway, that's how we got our trail names, and
Why don't you sit in the middle of that? Come on, you can do it. Get down.
oh, I'm not as old as you think.
Except you're not in it. I can't see the top of the heart. All right, hold on, hold on.
I'm trying to have you see the whole heart.
Okay. Now you got to get up.
I know.
You can do it, Bessie. Come on, Daisy.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I feel like a turtle. I've been flipped over. I can't flip back up. I
She
did it
did it.
with a 30-pound pack on my back, by golly. That is so pretty. This is Newcomb's Ranch. It's about 1.9 miles off the trail, but it is obviously a biker bar, But we went in and had a burger, French fries, which was great. We hitched a ride from a girl that works here. Now we're gonna see if we can hitch a ride back to the trailhead. Good lunch. This is Sulphur Springs Camp. It's about 1/10 of a mile off the trail. We're spending the night here. We just got here. It's around 4:30. There's the actual spring. Across over there, some privies. There's nobody here but us. Look at these beautiful pine trees, picnic tables. And there's Easy. Got
The only one working right now.
I'm working. I'm doing videography.
Work it, baby, work it.
Anyway, we've set up our tents back over there underneath the pine tree. I'm getting ready to go in and do the beds, but I first get here and we set up the tent. Then I get out of my boots. That's the next thing. And then I'll go in and set up the beds, and
I start water cooking,
dinner. Yeah.
although it's only boiling water.
And it's such a nice evening. I think we'll sit out here at the picnic table and do our pictures and download cameras. But we had a fairly easy day today. We only did about, how many miles? 13? 11.4? Official miles. We went into Newcomb Cafe, Newcomb Ranch, whatever it's called, and had a burger and fries. And we got a hitch there and a hitch back, so I only had to walk for about 1.5 miles, which was nice. So we're taking an early afternoon off today as well. Tomorrow we'll do another short day, and then we got a couple long days. But anyway, just wanted to show you where we're camped.
It's been foggy and misty all day. We've started out, it wasn't too bad a temperature, but it was a little on the chilly side. But then the sun popped out for a minute. We took our raincoats off, and now we're back
In the fog.
in the fog,
And
walking
chilly.
in our raincoats, chilly.
But we're almost to our campsite.
Yeah, we only got 4.5 more miles to go, and then we get pizza, so all is good.
Good morning. Here's our final descent into Acton. Actually, we're not going into Acton. We go beside Acton down to the KOA. And then our trail. So we're going to stay at the KOA for a few nights and get organized.
Figure out where to go next.
Yep. Hello. Here we are at the KOA campground in Acton, California. We finished our section and now we're going to bounce up north.
To Old Station, California.
Yeah.
We are done with the desert.
Woohoo! But one of the things that we wanted to do was get a backpacker magazine because our friend Peter and Marcia from Maine sent us a message saying our picture was in the backpacker magazine. So
And sure enough,
it is. So
here it
I'm
is.
gonna
We did testing last year. We made friends with Patrice and Justin Levine several years ago. And we did some testing for them of equipment. We did leaky poles, which they became the top pick. We used those all the way through on the Appalachian Trail last year.
Show the front of the magazine.
This
It's
is
the April issue. It's the
April
gear
issue of
guide.
the gear guide.
So there you go.
We're not meaning you any harm.
We can't go anywhere else.
We can't go if you're staying there.
That's what I was scared of.
Toss a rock. We got to get him further off the trail. Hand it to me and I'll toss it.
He looks mad.
Yeah. There he goes.
Let's see if he's gonna go. Because I'm not going anywhere near that area.